Hello, this is Dario, and I'm gonna, well, I'm not say deviate from the database concept because I'm gonna be talking about databases, but I just don't wanna have another piece to work, to talk about inserts and selects and all that. I'm in I'm in mobile application development, and what I want to talk about is how to connect a mobile application to a database such as MySQL. Now, as you can see, I built this app, a Hello World, just like that. This is Android. So from that up, I'm not talking about Apple at this point, just gonna do Android. And you wanna look here, and there is a tutorial, and this is doing PHP and MySQL. Okay. So you're creating the database. We did that, create table, and then we just supplied some of the column names and the attributes, and there it is. Now in this particular one, this is a connection. This is what personally I'll be looking into. It is you build a connection string, and apparently there is already an object here that called MySQL Connect, and in there then you got the name. I'm sure that's the name of the app, username, password, and then the name of the database. And it is interesting how when you do this MySQL query and you supply the connect string and then you supply the SQL statement. And this is just testing if it was okay. To do the inserts, pretty much the same principle here. You got your connect string and then you got your SQL. Now, personally, I would like to command two together with a better method. I do a connect once, and then the rest of the time I'm just exchanging gets and post. Apparently, that's how you get the data to and from the database. You know, before we were creating a table, we're creating. Now this is how you get your data out. So again, here is doing your query, connect string. And then right here you got a connect string, da 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 da. And this is just some exchange with the server. And personally, that's what I wanted to talk about. I want to look into it because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not necessarily looking at application development as a way to save the planet or better humanity. I'm not into that. I'm looking at that is how to continue my professional career, being able to go and talk to big banks, Pentagon, FBI, all of those, which at one point and another in my consulting were my clients, and finance houses in Wall Street, and be able to talk to them. And this is more that I'm interested is how to connect. And then here we see the explain a method. This is a tutorial, so I'm not getting to PHP, but this is pretty much what it is PHP and how you get into it, and how you're gonna set up your client, how you're gonna set up everything before you connect. So, and then once you got your connection, and here then you see how after you get your connection, you got the link. You're gonna be sending different. These are directives for the connectivity, and then here you got some. Once you get your stuff, how you put it out there, and this is a full kind of sample where you take some params and then you use the post method to put them out there. And well, this is just part of the what steps you got to do to run your app. Here, for example, now we see a full-blown app, and you got some different bundles in there, some different libraries, the different items you're gonna be needing to manipulate text, and then how to connect and sign activity. And as I said, this is just this is a part of looking a little more into, I guess, a little more advanced. But what is it that I need to do to be able to connect, to MySQL using a mobile device? And this will be true for a smartphone. It'll be true for an iPad, and even you go on today. You have a lot of computer laptops. Maybe you could use this as well. Another thing is how you connect the Android device to the database on the WAMP server, and of course you need a WAMP server. And then in here, for example, let's say how we're gonna do this if we're on Wi-Fi. Chances are that most of us gonna have to develop the mobile apps to use Wi-Fi. You could use the cellular, but it'll be Wi-Fi most of the time. There are more and more, hotspots all over the world, really, not just the U.S. And then we're just gonna go and we have to connect, and then of course this is Windows specific, which I wish I would have found some Mac, but this is Windows specific, and it just the amount of stuff, it takes so many different items that you have to put right in the right place. But the beauty of this all is once you get it, you can create some kind of a file or script that you can execute, and it will take care of business for you. And if you ever have a connection issue or whatever, then you just go and fix the specific script that you were using for connectivity, and once you fix it, then you're good to go. And after that, it's just plain and simple. You just get your data and you bring it back and you display it, right? You display it, and then it's just I don't know. It's very overwhelming initially, but then as we get into this, and as I expect myself, as we get more advanced in the program, then because really to me this database is fine. It's interesting. Uh, I do not. I do not what. I like to review a lot of items, which we are right now, but what really drives me is be able to connect to MySQL, to the server, and then to actually submit queries and retrieve them. And bingo, there it is. Here is your user, and you got your connection going on, and you have everything. And hopefully, your user will be happy with the information you supply to them. And I hope that you guys will find this topic of some interest.